Sunday evening edition. Celtics do it in dramatic fashion. Jayson Tatum, another game winner, added to his resume, 122 to 120. He had a huge game tonight, but of course, Jaylen Brown did as well. 31 points from Jaylen. We got 24 from Jayson Tatum. I'm, of course, Josue Pavone. Jimmy Toscano is here. Bobby Manning. And we have a special guy in. This guy needs no introduction, but he'll
You're
get
not
one.
my dad. Hey, you're not my dad. Who is this guy?
He gets one anyway.
Where is your dad?
Welcome in. How you been, Nick? I haven't seen you in a while.
Danger.
I've been good. I've been watching you guys. That's the only way I see you guys is on this show. It's like quarantine.
Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
Just got to tune in,
All right, what do we think about this win? What a win from the Celtics here. I mean, this one, they really had to fight for this one from start to finish. It wasn't pretty at times, but I think the second unit impressed me throughout. What do you guys want to start with this? Let's go with Jaylen, right? Jaylen Brown, another huge performance for him, 31 points. He nearly had 30 through three quarters here. And, of course, he's shooting from over 80% in this one, 81.3 to be exact. Bobby, let's start with you. Jaylen Brown, of course, had a big shot down the stretch. Of course, Jayson Tatum's game winner. They had to fight for this one, though. It is the Detroit Pistons, but how do you feel about this win?
Oh, you got to feel great about it. The way they scrapped this one out, the playmaking down the stretch, I think you could say definitively that between Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, this is the best playmaking between those two that you've seen in one individual game. I mean, it's an obvious with Tatum breaking 13 assists there, but we got to talk about Brown and where he's being, ranked in the league right now. We already got Jeff Goodman for his pregame or for his preseason prediction there.
You could have predicted that one, though.
During the third quarter, I shot that out on the group thread. I'm like, listen, why isn't the NBA or at least the national media talking more about what Jaylen Brown's doing now? Well, he's hovering over 200 points. This early in the season,
leads the league in scoring.
Is this it, guys? Are we going to tune in Monday morning? And is Jaylen Brown going to be the headline that we see on ESPN?
I hope not. I hope we keep flying under the radar with Jaylen because he's surprising teams. The scouting report is coming out, baby. It's coming quick. So I think it's already been here. He's adjusting and showing that he can adjust on the fly. I don't need Stephen A. to be screaming about Jaylen. Let's just keep seeing him rack up the big points, big shots.
Well, if we
Jimmy, what's your take on this, Jimmy? What do you think?
Yeah, well, we should note that our good friend John, the boomer of the group,
your father,
couldn't make it today. He got stuck covering Pat, so he wanted to make sure that we let everybody know that last show he called it. He said it needs to be Jaylen and Jayson down the stretch taking the shots. Nobody else should take a shot, in his words, ever.
And if he didn't call it, he'll make up that he did.
We saw Celtics with it. That's true.
Yeah, and so shout out to him. Scorching hot take that Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown should be taking shots down the stretch. Absolute fire take by him. All the credit in the world. But
spreadsheets are out, baby.
Exactly. I mean, if you're a Celtics fan watching this game, I'm sure we'll get into the defense. Bobby was pulling his hair out all game because of the defense in this one, as he has been. But the way they were hitting shots, their go-to guys down the stretch, Jaylen Brown. I mean, this guy, what else can we even say about him so far? I mean, automatic from within three-point range, literally automatic. And his three-point shooting is on fire right now. So, I mean, he's scoring from all over. He is the 1A or 1B now on this team. I don't even know if we have ourselves a LeBron MJ debate going on here in Celtics Nation between Tatum and Brown, but it's a good thing. We're not trying to pit the two against each other. We're just saying that the way Jaylen Brown's playing, he can certainly be depended on to carry this team on a night if Jayson Tatum isn't. Tonight they both were, and that's great because they're a two-headed monster now. And you needed that from them because again, it's a team that isn't the deepest team. Last year it was very top heavy, and obviously with Kemba Walker out and Gordon Hayward gone, you need to rely on those guys a little bit more.
Now, I saw, too, that as Brown gets through this first stretch here, leading the league in points, now Bradley Beal's right there. He'll probably pass him later tonight. But the amount of pressure that's on these guys, Nick, and to see that this is the most ever by a Celtics player to start a year through many games, he passed Larry Bird in that regard, and the efficiency that he's doing with I mean, 6 for a center. And this is a guy taking threes. This is a guy taking mid-rangers. He's shooting over 70% from mid-range. I mean, have you ever seen anything this efficient from a Celtics player over a stretch?
Well, the double teams will come, guys. Like, let's not get too excited.
But they're already doubling Tatum. I mean,
I don't know. I'm not seeing like aggressive Tatum-like defense on Jaylen yet. I mean, that's the difference with Bird and what's
Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh
You
no!
can't.
Get him started. Come on, we don't have to go that far back, man. Come on. I think
Anyway, I don't know what that was. So
we always knew Jaylen Brown was efficient. You know, I just think now we're seeing it on a larger scale because he's getting more touches and he's being more assertive. And what I love to see also is, man, Jayson Tatum setting up Jaylen Brown for that 3-point shot down the stretch, whereas he could have easily taken it himself. But that's, again, to what Bobby said in the beginning, the playmaking side of Tatum and Brown, both of those guys playing off of each other and getting others involved. It's the recipe for success. It wasn't as pretty as you wanted to see it against the Pistons, but it was what you want to see down the stretch, to what John Zans was saying a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, I love the trust. The trust from Tatum to Brown is that was the – not take away that it was a game winner or, the tying. Actually, we put them up 2. That was a dagger, man, shooting a 3. Take that away. I mean, that was the takeaway of the game. Biggest shot of the game, short of Tatum's game winner. And Tatum gave it up and gave it to Brown. And where was Detroit? Nobody was even near Jaylen, which sometimes makes the shot more difficult.